Hey guys, Real Quick Shadow here. Just another deck update video. Also a card of the week for me. Well, it's going to be two cards of the week for me, especially in this deck. Especially with Dawn of the XYZ coming out and everyone going to be hyping about the Ixie summons. I'm just outside, you know, because it's fucking hot as hell and it's summer, so it's like, whatever. So just to get started, for my first card of the week, it's going to be Mirror Ladybug. Reason for this is it can copy any level of monsters on the field. So if you have, for instance, 2 level 4s and you special summon this, it adds up to level 8. If you have a level 4, it turns into a level 4. So it basically copies what you have on the field in level. What I like about this is because you can manipulate the level to use it in an Ixie summon. For instance, you have a level 4 on the field, you special summon this, it turns into a level 4, you overlay the 2, and you bring out number 39, Utopia. Utopia's effect is once per turn, or not once per turn, you can negate the attack of a monster on the field by removing or detaching an Ixie's material monster. So basically, like this going to the graveyard, the only way this card effect works is if there's no monsters in the graveyard. And in this deck, you're going to be recycling the monsters in the graveyard, especially a lot easier with Pot of Avarice. Now, Pot of Avarice is a little easier to get now. There was commons people were like holding on to, being all overhyping about them, to rares, which were a little more expensive, and then to supers, which I have here, and then ultis. And now that there's gold, the prices have been going down. So now the super Pot of Avarices are going to be like what, $3, $4, $5 instead of the $7, $8. So it's okay. Prices are going down, making the game more affordable for everyone, especially with pod dualities coming out and stuff like that. So to get started with this deck, 3 Mirror Ladybugs. Reason for this, I've already explained it. You manipulate levels. The effect works only if there's no other monsters in the graveyard, and you can exceed summon with this a lot easier. And for the first 3 spells, 3 Pot of Avarice just to recycle the graveyard. So now that I have this out of the way, the rest of the monsters are going to be 3 Nimble-Mamangas. What this does is, if it's killed and sent to the graveyard, you gain 1,000 life points and special summon 2 more Nimble-Mamangas in face-down defense position. Level 2s exceed summon into Ganacha, or something like that. It's that new level 2, or rank 2 exceed monster. The next one is a tuner. It's going to be the 3 TG Sidras, basically. Special summon level 2 tuner. Easy to bring out, manipulate levels with Mirror Ladybug and everything else in the deck that swarms itself, and synchro when you really need to, or just more for the exceed summons. Now the next ones are going to be 3 Hyenas. This card has not gotten play at all since like it first came out. In formats, I have never seen this card being played. So it's like whatever. Yeah. So what it does is, if it's killed, special summons 2 more in face-up attack or face-up defense, either or. 2 green gadgets, 2 red gadgets, 2 yellow gadgets. The gadgets of the deck swarm the field, especially with double summon, and that's what it does. Marauding Captain. Easy to synchro with. You can go into Nataria Beast, you can go into the level 3 Dinosaur, Exceed Monster. This basically, the whole deck is just to exceed. Besides that, now with the spells, 3 double summon. Especially with gadgets, having a gadget in your hand, you summon, you search out another gadget, then you summon again with double summon to bring out another gadget, to recycle your hand, to fill up your hand so that you can thin out the deck and go into an automatic Utopia. So it's there. Also good for synchroing. 2 TG X1 HLs. One of the MSTs of the deck, it cuts down the attack of a TG Striker. So going from 800 attack to 400 attack, and you can kill a back row. So it's like an MST. Now, the 2 MSTs, basically the exact same thing, and vice versa, TG X1 HL, except you don't have to cut the attack of any monster. So it's like staple. Mind Control, take your opponent's monster, exceed with it or synchro with it. Giant Grenade, get rid of back row. Dark Hole, get rid of the field. Monster Reborn, staple. For the traps, 3 ultimate offerings. Yeah, a card that has not seen play whatsoever. You can also use it in the gadget OTK, swarm the field with gadgets, then limit removal to kill your opponent, basically with an open field. It's good, but it's more for this deck to exceed. And to limit reverse, basically to bring out anything with 1,000 or less attack from the graveyard, and then exceed with it or synchro with it, and mirror force. So this is the prototype Exceed monster deck. Just tell me what you guys think. Like I said, it's just prototype. I know it's a little weak monster-wise, but when you synchro with it and you Exceed with it, you're pretty much using the deck to its full potential. You're pretty much pulling off that, what's his name? Kid's name from Zexal, Zeal. I forget his name. I watched it like this morning and I already forgot his name, but he uses a shitty deck to beat his opponents. Well, obviously with Astro's help or whatever the fuck his name is. So yeah, tell me what you guys think. Rate, comment, subscribe, check out my other videos, and peace. Later guys, bye.